For this video, we'll be replacing the front tire on a Kaabo MantisX Plus. First, we're gonna need to remove the two screws on the left side of the fender. The goal is to remove the left side of the swing arm as well as the fender, and that'll allow the tire to come out very easily. It is possible to completely remove the tire. It's completely up to the person doing the repair, but we find that this way is a lot easier, so we are going to show you how this is done. So those are removed. Next thing is to grab two 6mm Allen wrench, and slowly remove. Remove this axle, the swing arm axle. Pull it out all the way. And make sure as you're pulling it out, stick in a long tool such as this, so that it prevents this axle from collapsing downward. Set that aside. And go ahead and remove the front motor axle bolt. Just like that. You can use a crescent wrench. For this video, we're going to be using a power tool. Set that aside. And at this point, you should just be able to pull out the left swing arm. Just like that. Actually, what we'll do is use next, grab a 4mm Allen wrench and proceed to remove all the screws. So there are 6 screws holding the motor from the wheel itself. And then I'll proceed to remove one by one. And after this, we're gonna release the air in the tire. And if you choose to, you can release the air in the tire before removing the screws. But you can disconnect these screws prior to that step. There's not a lot of space between the screw. So these screws are almost sandwiched between the motor and the outer rim. So it might be a little bit difficult to remove these screws. Actually, I'll go ahead and remove the air in the tire. And make sure you press on the tire and make sure that all of the air is removed. And go ahead and remove the remaining 2 screws. There's one more screw here. So at this point, use a flathead screwdriver. Now if you rotate it, now it's in a position to come out. Before, the edge of the rim was holding it on this side. Yeah, so there you go. Very easy to remove the tire. Once you have removed the tire along with the side rims and then the inner tube, you can simply remove one of the rim, set that aside, and pull out the inner tube. Just like that. And that's how to remove the inner tube and the tire. So we'll go ahead and grab our replacement inner tube and install it into the tire. Yeah, start by taking the opposite side of the valve, insert it in. It's a good idea to have some amount of air so that we avoid having inner tubes experiencing any sort of pinching. Having a little bit of air in the inner tube will allow an even distribution of contact points, just like that. And it's a good idea to just kind of run your finger on the inside to make sure that there are no pinching points, just like so. Once inner tube is installed, go ahead and take your side rim, place it over the valve into the hole there, and give it a firm push into the tire, just like that. And next thing is to install the tire, and you have to rotate the tire along with the rim to align the mounting point, just like that. Yeah, once that's done, go ahead and give it a slight squeeze and install the screw. Start by installing one side, but do not tighten it all the way. Go to the opposite side of the rim, install by tightening, and we do this to make sure that we're installing with even pressure. So there it is. Give it a nice tug, but don't tighten it all the way. Yeah, go to the other side. Okay, and yeah, we'll find another screw out, tighten that one. Go to the opposite side. Do the same for the last two screws. Right. Cool. And make sure these screws are very tight. It's very important to make sure that the screws are very tight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and install the side swing arm. And to do that, I need to hold Next step, before installing the swing arm bolt, it's important to secure the motor axle bolt tight enough so that the swing arm is positioned evenly, just like that. So before securing the left swing arm, make sure that the upper swing arm is aligned with the swing arm that is on the lower side, because it rotates a little bit, and if it's slightly misaligned, that'll prevent the axle pin from entering precisely. Yeah, so doing it this way will ensure that things will go in, and you shouldn't have to use a hammer or anything. If it is perfectly aligned, just a gentle push will allow the axle pin to go in and lock in place. Now grab your 6mm Allen key on both sides, and secure the swing arm into the chassis. Oops. Yep. Just like that. And make sure this is extremely tight. There you go. Using the 2 screws that were removed for the left side of the front fender, install those back onto the swing arm. Yeah, just like that. Good. And lastly, you can pump the tire either with a hand pump or an electronic pump for around 50 psi. And once you're done that, close the cap. And that concludes the front tire replacement.